I'll go ahead and start recording. But I wanted to do really quick, just some ideas. It's the holidays, and it's easy for us to not really focus on the business and not really feel like people want to do what we're doing right now. But it's really, really important right now that we're continuing to put ourselves out there and continuing to invite, because now is a crucial time to plant our seeds so that people are like, they're thinking in the back of their mind, I want to do something come January. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm going to make a decision soon, but I'm not going to start until January 1st. But they may make a decision now, right? So, we already know that. So I just thought maybe we could go over some ways to kind of get ourselves outside of what we already do, to kind of just plant more seeds for our challenge groups and for coaching or whatever. But, and it hit me whenever I was at a Christmas party. It was my former coworker. She invited me to her Christmas party, which was a lot of fun. It was a lot of really, really sweet women who, it's rare that you go to a party and that people aren't catty, but everybody was super, super warm and welcoming and sweet. And so I found myself meeting 20 new people at this party that I had never met before. And, it was just basically connecting with people. And so if you get invited to a party, whatever you can do to get there, go. So you're going to connect with people. I found myself in a conversation with this woman, and she was like, well, what do you do? And I kind of broke it down, what I do. And her eyes were like, I want to do that. And I was like, well, you can. You can. And I didn't go crazy into vomiting. I just kind of left it at that. And I was like, we'll connect later. We'll connect outside of this party. Let's have a good time and get to know each other. And just it was a gift, it was a not elephant gift, but kind of sort of bringing jewelry, and you just kind of did the elephant thing or whatever. But anyway, so I found myself connecting with all these new people, and I'm like, I don't leave this party without either getting their email address or connecting with them on Facebook or whatever. So one of the girls, literally, I got her phone number. I sent her a text the next day, and I was like, hey, you were really interested in what I was talking about with what I do. Can I give you some more information? She's like, thank you so much for contacting me. I really appreciate it. I would love more information. And she was just like, let's go for a drink, or let's, go for coffee or something. So it was really cool. I was like, man, if you can get out and just connect with people during the holiday season with your family, maybe your family kind of knows what you do, or, maybe they don't. So maybe you're at a family function and they say, oh my God, you look amazing, Karen, because you look amazing. What are you doing? Well, this is what I'm doing, and I'm starting a new group. It's just getting in front of people more so than you do on a daily basis, because you are around people and parties and that sort of thing. So that's obvious, but at the same time, I remember when I first started coaching, I would have never thought about connecting with people to invite them in person, because it was scary and it was uncomfortable. But if you can just kind of focus on getting to know people when you're out and about, wear and share when you're at the grocery store, getting your Christmas tree, wherever you're out and about, dollar store, whatever you're doing shopping, wear and share. And people are going to stop you. They're going to think, oh, I need to get in shape. Maybe I should do what your shirt says, connect with people, that sort of thing. So that's just on a face-to-face level idea. Let's see. Always get their information. Don't just give your card or whatever. Just connect with them, get their information so you can contact them, because the likelihood of them contacting you is not very likely, because they're going to get your information and forget about it because life, they have other things going on. So you get their information, so you're in control of getting in touch with them, and just, reach out to them. Even if it's just a hello, it was nice meeting you. That's it, So as far as like social media, I would just do what you're normally doing, just private messaging people with a simple, hey, are you ready for the holidays? How are you? You know, I've been thinking about you. A genuine hello, happy holidays. You know, I don't know if I'm going to see you before the holidays, so I wanted to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Just connecting with people as much as you can. And then for those that you feel like may want to be a part of your challenge, you can say something like, hey, you know, I know right now is not the time that you probably want to start anything fitness or health related, but I am starting a fitness challenge online beginning of January. And, you know, if you want to be a part of it, I would love for you to. Or the indirect approach that I don't know if you know of anybody who's interested in getting in shape at the beginning of the year, but I'm hosting a group and, you know, I'm looking for people who might want to be a part of it. So you don't necessarily have to invite them, but indirectly inviting some, you know, do you know of anybody because I'm hosting this challenge sort of thing. So you can aim for like 5 per day. You know, I mean, this is the season. This is the season where people are going to want to do it. So don't feel like you're going to offend anybody. To say the new year's coming up. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to like do something about, I don't know, you know, my health and fitness. Do you know anybody who would want to be a part of it? Sharing every single day on your social media, without being spammy, of course, just putting yourself out there. Like, I'm so excited about the new year. You know, maybe I'm not starting right now, but I'm so excited that I'm going to be starting a challenge group come January, blah, 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 blah. Anybody interested? I mean, this is like normal stuff, I know, but it's really, really, really putting a focus on it constantly. And I say that because Facebook has a way of eating your post. They really do, like, or Facebook does. You think that people see your post, and a lot of times, you know, if it doesn't get like a lot of likes, then it goes to the bottom. And people don't see it. So continuing to be consistent about posting about what you're doing, about your workouts, about, you know, that sort of thing. And I know we already do all that. I'm just kind of reiterating. And what else? I think that's pretty much, I mean, I know this is all basic stuff, but and I did want to go really quick over, if you didn't hear Jimmy Hayes Nelson's call, actually it was a webinar. It was 3 hours long. So it was on a Saturday morning, like who does that? You know, I know it was like taking time out of your morning, but some reason I got on and I had so many like, what? Why didn't I ever think about that? Like, I love him, but I kind of, I love him. Yeah, Ronnie, it was amazing. I love him. But I asked him once to like host our team call and he never responded. So I was like, denied. So like I have a love-hate relationship. And then I saw him like, you know, I'm friends with him. Like I'm an actual friend with him. But the thing I'm like, you're not too good to host our team call. But anyway, that's beside the point. He's amazing. So I'm giving him that. But if I'm just going to go over a couple key points that I got towards the end because I was drinking my coffee and I didn't write anything down at the beginning, which I wish I had to replay, but he's adamant about not sharing the replay because he's like, nobody's going to sit in on a 3-hour webinar unless it's live. And, you know, to each his own. I mean, I understand. But the key things that I got from that call towards the end was, can you control how many people say yes to a challenge? Can you control how many people say yes to the opportunity? You can't control how many people say yes. What you can control is how many people you put in front of the challenge, you know, or in front of the business opportunity. So that being said, the more you put, you know, this in front of people, the better. So no, you can't control whether they decide yes, but you can control of how many times you put it out there. So that was a big like, aha, yeah, it makes sense, makes perfect sense. You know, if I invite 2 people and nobody says yeah, that's on me. You know, I'm in control of that. So This was huge. 3-day refresh. So if you're signing up a new coach and you want them to start them off right, this was like the biggest duh for me. And Nicole, like we went over this with your coach last night. Sign them up with the 3-day refresh along with a challenge. If they don't just get the 3-day refresh challenge back, make sure they add it on, because the 3-day refresh is instant, number one, results for that coach to share with everybody they know. And number two, that's instant gratification for them to make some extra income. So, sometimes, new coaches get on and they order a 60-day program and they have to wait 60 days before they can share the before and after. The 3-day refresh, they get the 3-day refresh, right? In about 5 days, they do it, they share it with their friends, and people are like, wow, in 3 days you did that, I want to do that. And that helps the new coach like get started off right. And I'm like, man, I never really thought about that. I mean, no, it's kind of like simple, but just encourage them and say, look, spend a little bit of extra on your challenge pack and add that 3-day refresh. There's always the Kickstart challenge packs that has program, Shakeology, and the 3-day. And that's brilliant, because the coach is going to go, oh, I just lost 5 pounds and I just was able to share that with my social media. And now everybody's like, give me some of that. I want that. And that's going to help the coach feel good that they made a good decision about coaching, because people are actually saying yes. So, I mean, does it make sense? He said it way better than I just said it, but I just thought, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And let's see. He was saying, again, expose 2 to 5 times per day, depending on how quickly you want to grow your business or how many people you want to help. Talk to 2 to 5 people per day privately, whether it be a challenge group or the coaching opportunity. I don't know why I wrote that down, but it must have stood out to me for some reason. So, and he said, what other opportunity can you give yourself a raise anytime you want? Okay, that's where the 2 to 5 came from. Meaning, the more people you talk to, you're in control of that. Then you can give yourself a raise. Share and add value on social media. So sharing and adding value, but selling per se, closing a deal privately. So putting like stock pictures of your challenge pack or the link or that sort of thing on Facebook is something we've all done. I know, looking back at my first Facebook was constant Shakeology pictures. Here's my link. Don't want to do that. You want to share and add value constantly, whether it's, a good tip or a healthy recipe or anything like that. And then once you connect with someone, you can share how to actually purchase something via message. Obviously, he said, and this is something that I'm strongly believe, is being here a year from now. And not just being here a year from now, not doing anything a year from now, but being here a year from now, bricklaying, meaning 1 brick per day, vital behavior, every single day, a year from now. So a year from now, you're here, vital behavior, brick, 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 brick. And then you've grown your business. And he's basically, he said, don't just try this. I might try it for a couple weeks. I might try it for a few months and see what happens. No, do it. You're here. You signed up. Just do it. And you know what to do. So I feel like I'm preaching. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Okay. What time is it? There's one more thing I want to do. And if you listen to the National Wake Up Call, if you haven't, it was awesome. I mean, she did an amazing job just putting yourself out there on social media. And I considered maybe putting a file section in our group, just kind of like what to post every day. Because I know sometimes we stare at the screen and go, what am I going to post today? I have absolutely no idea what I should be posting. I don't feel motivated. So how am I going to motivate anybody else? I mean, I know we all feel that sometimes. And then sometimes we have really great ideas and then we don't post them. We forget about it, whatever. So I like to, I was telling Nicole this too, like when you think of something good, you don't have to post them back to back to back to back. Think, okay, this is a good idea. I'm going to post this on this day, schedule it, on your calendar, so that when you're stuck and you don't have something to post and you're staring at the screen and you're not motivated, you actually have content of something that you were inspired by at one point. So you can kind of collectively, when you are inspired and motivated and have thoughts, you don't have to post them all at once. You can, post like breadcrumbs. And what she said basically was Raina Adele. 2.5 years? Is it 2.5 years she's been a coach? 15-star diamond? Yeah. What? Who does that? But that whole organization with Leslie Cortez and Anita Myron, yeah, their whole organization, I don't know what they're drinking or smoking or what, but I don't know, they're drinking the good Kool-Aid. But so what she basically said, what to post every single day, motivational quote. And that being said, show you with a motivational quote, because that's, people are going to scroll through it. If it's just like a stock picture, they may just keep going. But if they see you, they like you or know you, they're going to stop and read what you have to say. So kind of like a selfie with a motivational quote. And what are you doing right now? Like just in your life, you're going shopping for Christmas, or you're going to a Christmas party, or you are taking your kids to McDonald's. I don't know, just whatever you're doing, share that, like kind of put some kind of spin onto it, that not just, blah, blah, going to McDonald's, think of something fun to go along with it, maybe funny, or kind of tied into, or even like, I'm taking my kids to play at blah, blah, blah because of Beachbody. I was able to do this because of Beachbody or whatever. So just tying your life into what you're doing. So healthy recipes. Maybe you have a quick dinner idea that, was awesome. You want to share with people. Anything nutrition-wise. Your journey, obviously, with your workouts. And get creative if you can. Maybe you're doing like some sort of pose, or you got a weight in your hand or something to where it's kind of eye-catching. And then the coach opportunity invite, you want to put that in there from time to time. Obviously, you don't want to do it every single day because that would get a little spammy, but maybe like once a week, just putting it out there, I'm doing this amazing coaching thing, and, I've been impacted this way because of blah, 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 blah. And, I'm eager to share this with other people. However your spin on it is. So that's pretty much it. I know I've kind of jumped all over the place. I didn't know what to talk about tonight, so kind of went with the holidays and the past few calls that I've gotten some good aha moments from. But what all do you have? You guys have anything that that's working for you that I'm going to unmute Nicole because you've got a fire right now, girl, and I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
I don't know, like you just got, I know you've got, I can't even think of what to say because I know you're like, like you're driving towards.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's like there's no other option. So it's not like that's just at the end of the day, this is what I'm doing. This is all I have, and I have to give it my all. And I'm not giving myself an out anymore. When you give yourself an out, like, oh, I have a job, I already get a paycheck. Like, it's easy to have an out, but when you have no out, it's easy to give it your all. And it's just this fire that like you just don't, I don't recognize it, but I like it.
Yeah. All of a sudden you're like, I've got this going on, I got this going on, I got this going on. I'm like, whoa. Hello. Well, I
Um,
mean,
One thing I really loved from Jimmy Nelson's webinar over the weekend when he talked about the hashtag searches, because that's not something I ever thought to do, is to search for a hashtag to see who's talking about the hashtags you're using and connect with them. So you're not necessarily just going into the groups. You're really looking, at a broad range of anybody and everybody who might be using the same hashtag. So I like that. I've been doing that a lot too the last couple of days.
so you've been doing that like in different groups or just on Facebook?
So on Facebook, in the search box up top, if you just put hashtag and any hashtag, like hashtag Motivation Monday, anybody and everybody on Facebook who's talking about it is going to show up. So you can decide, if you want to like somebody or if you want to like somebody in a group, and then start conversations that way. So you're not just limited to trying to think, what group should I join? You can just say, hey, I like this hashtag. Let's see who's talking about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Writing that one down. That's cool that it's for Facebook and not just Instagram and like.
Yeah.
He had so much good stuff. Like,
I've got like 20 pages of notes I'm trying to work through and get a grip on. What did he say that I loved? Did you talk about how being overwhelmed is a choice?
No, I didn't. Go for it.
Oh, I loved it. Basically, he said being overwhelmed is a choice. Everything's overwhelming if you try to do it all at once. Like P90X, it's overwhelming if you try to do all 7 workouts on a Sunday because you didn't do it Monday through Saturday. So, if you really commit to the what was the way he put it? I loved it. You have to be dependent on the process. And if you do your invites every day and you really show up every day, by the end of the week, you're no longer overwhelmed because you've done your little bits every day. Loved it. I love him. I love Jimmy Nelson.
Oh my gosh. Seriously. I mean, he has been doing this for 8 years. So he's
making $1 million. So he has to know what he's doing.
Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, but he's the first to say, we have $1 million earners that are, 2 to 3 years in, and it took him a good 7 years, which there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously that's awesome, but that's so cool that he's just like, okay, I've gone through this to learn this, and I've gone through this to learn that, and just open to share with everybody. So, so what else do you have that you feel like that really stood out?
The books that he had about time management, what was it? The Miracle. Oh no, that's a different group. Hold on. All my notes from all these groups are starting to get, what were the 2 books? The Jab, Jab, Right Hook. Mm-hmm. And then what was the other one that he really, the roller coaster, the entrepreneur roller coaster?
That one's amazing. If you haven't read that one, Darren Hardy, I don't know. I love Darren Hardy anyway. Compound Effect was my first personal development book, but that one is like definitely one to read. If you don't have something that you're doing right now, that's definitely one to do.
Okay, here we go. The PPDS, did you go over that?
Mm-hmm.
Push, play, drink, Shakeology. You should do that every day. Push, play, drink, Shakeology. And talk about it. Like if this is your first couple of weeks drinking Shakeology, just say, listen, I've never felt better. It's been 7 days or however long. And people they start to commit to your journey. The Kickstarter challenge pack, I know we talked about, but he was saying how usually the first 3 or 4 days of your program, you lose all that water weight. So the Kickstart lets you not just lose that bloat within the first 3 days, but then you're getting real results for the rest of the week. So you have these amazing results to show, not just some water weight and a couple results. You really have, your leg up on everything and everyone else. So I'm just so obsessed with Jimmy Nelson right now.
He's definitely, it's funny because he pursued acting for so long. So he's definitely got that personality that's very charismatic. And
yes, he does like to talk a lot.
Yeah, so he's like, I got a 3-hour webinar. Y'all come
I was
listen
like,
to me. I got this.
Did you go over the chicken list?
No.
Okay, so the chicken list, he said to write down the 10 most successful people in your life, not successful beach body coaches, but people in your inner circle, and approach them and ask them, I really admire how successful you are. And I try, I've started my own business. I'm trying to gain that, same level of success. Do you have any contacts, anybody who might be interested in a business like this, or, use them. They know so many people. They're successful for a reason. So I like the chicken list. I started one. 10 people is a lot. So like, even if you can just start with like 4 or 5 or 3, it'll grow after a while.
Absolutely.
I think that's all I got.
Okay. Anybody else have anything? We do have a new coach on the call.
Yay.
On the call. I'm so glad that she's on. I just introduced her. So we're very, very happy to have her. She is a very, very warm and pleasant and awesome person. So let's see. Anything else? Anybody else?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what time it is. Is it full screen? It's almost 8:30. Okay, well, listen. We're, closing on, we've got a couple more weeks in the year. We've got Hammer and Chisel. Obviously, if you haven't started it, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like, it really, really, it's doing things that you've never done with any other program. The workouts are challenging. So, we've seen all the results from the test group, and there's a reason why, but the cool thing is that every day is different. So you don't go like a week and then go the next week the same thing. It doesn't do that. It's like day 1 is day 7 after day 1, or day 8, like a week later, is completely different than the previous week. So you're never gonna get bored and go, oh, Monday is this. It's always mixing it up. So I've only done one workout the same in the past 13 days I've been doing it. So it's constantly changing. So your body's constantly guessing, but it's brilliant. They decided to put 2 trainers together, and the combination with those 2, it's so cool. So,
hey, Natalie.
Hey.
Sorry, there's a lot of background noise. I wasn't sure if I should talk, so I'm sorry.
All right.
My son's sitting here playing, and the TVs are all on in front of the house. I did something this month that was a little bit different than something I've done in the past. And I run a free group pretty much every single month. So what I usually do is I'll post an event on my personal page, but then for people, and it's always a private group or secret group, I should say. So, but then in order for people to actually get in the group, they have to become my friend. And then a lot of people always end up falling off because they don't want to friend somebody that they don't know. And so what I did this time around was a little bit different. And I posted, I posted the event on my like page, but I made myself a co-host. So I could invite people, like my personal friend list I can invite, but then people from my like page who I'm not friends with could also join and share. And then what I did inside the event is I created a closed group, not a private group or a secret group, so that they could invite people and share the group, and people could join, and they would have to request to join, and then I can just approve them. They maybe didn't necessarily become my friends, but it didn't close them off from the group, so they still got the benefit of the program and doing the free, just to kind of build that credibility. And then in the end, I ended up having a lot of people. I sent people friend requests, and I had a lot of people end up just go ahead and accept friend requests. So it worked a lot. I had like 60 people in the group this time, which is my biggest one yet. And so now I'm starting conversations with all of them. But this is kind of complicated, and I'm just trying out something new right now, but I'm really starting to build my email list up. So for that particular group, I did a crock pot challenge. And in order for everyone to get the meal plan, they had to register for it with their email address. And then I had an autoresponder send them the actual meal plan. And then I set up a whole like automated email sequence that I'm going through right now where I'm sending them additional recipes. And then on the third one, I'm going to send them like, tell them about the Fixate book. You can get a lot of recipes like this, healthy recipes, just to kind of sell them on a smaller offer. So it's not like hitting them over the head with like this huge challenge pack. Then I'll send 2 more like helpful messages. I'll start to tie in fitness, and then that's when I'll send another message on about my next challenge group. So while they may not be purchasing challenge packs now, I'm just trying to kind of build that rapport with people who don't know me over time, so that hopefully by like March or April, I'll have a really good pipeline of people, you know, to start in my groups that I'm not having to like actively reach out to on Facebook every day. So I don't know. It sounds complicated, but the big thing is it's actually not. It's actually really easy. I'm doing it all on MailChimp, and it's been super simple to set up. I've just been watching YouTube videos on how to set it up, and it's been really easy. But the big thing is I think the free group, just the takeaway for this, because it was a great way to just get introduced to people who never would have just sent me a random friend request before, because that's where I've always struggled before, is people just drop off. They say they want to attend my event, and then they never do, and then I lose them. So.
Yeah, if you don't mind, at some point, whenever you have a free, because I know that you have all this free time, kind of like breaking it down, how you did that, like in, I don't know, like a post or
the free challenge group.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I can break that all down. And then I also, once I get the hang of this email thing, I would love to host a call at some point.
Yes.
And do screen share and show everybody kind of what I'm doing. I want to have some results. I don't want to lead anyone down the wrong path. This is just something I'm trying out right now. So, you know, I did have my first free, like I started posting links to register for my challenge groups. And I had my first person register. So I'm trying to start a conversation with that person right now. But so I was excited.
Yes, that is so awesome. Yes. So we'll schedule you whenever you're ready to share that, because you've been blowing my mind. Anytime we talk about it, I'm like, I don't even know like the first thing how to do what you're doing, but it sounds awesome.
Well, hopefully it is. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a couple months before I really start to see anything generate from it. You know, because everything I've been listening to, like people, like I think it's only like 2% of people actually buy on the first like time that you talk to them. So it's really important to kind of build that, you know, trust up over time, because if they just signed up and then I automatically sent them with like a challenge pack link, I'm like, what is this? Who is this person? I don't know this person. So, you know, I'm really trying to kind of build up that trust level.
Of course. Right. Yeah, that made me think about, I can't remember, I had a statistic about how many times talking to someone before they actually said yes to something. You know, it's like
5. I think it's 5 times.
Yeah. I know when I was when I used to be a trainer for my last company, it was 5. You get on the 5th time you get a yes. So people usually stop following up after 3 times, and you're like so close to the yes, but you just give up after 3. So 5 is usually the sweet spot.
Yeah. So that's, I think, the biggest thing that we as coaches don't do is probably following up. You know, we're like, oh, gosh, you know, they just kind of quit talking to me, so they don't want to do it. And it's probably because they were at a red light looking at their phone, reading your message, and then put it down when they had to go, and then totally forgot to go back and respond, you know.
Unless they unfriend you, chances are they don't really want to not hear from you again. That's my philosophy. Just go for it.
Yeah. Unless they block you and tell you, stop talking to me.
When you're blocked, you get the hint.
So true. Well, I guess we'll go, unless anybody else has anything else. Next week, I'm leaving for South Carolina Monday for Christmas with my family. So I won't be hosting a call unless someone wants to do one. So if anyone does, feel free. Just let me know, and we'll set up the Zoom and all that. Otherwise, you know, we'll just have a Merry Christmas and with our families, and Merry Christmas to y'all. I can't believe it's Christmas.
I know, that's crazy.
It's crazy. So I hope you're enjoying it. Gosh. And I'm in a tank top.
I know, it's so warm. Like it's like spring.
It is spring. It's like 75 degrees outside. It's the craziest thing. But that's okay. All right. Well, thank y'all for getting on, and I love y'all. And if you haven't posted in Sneak Peek, I think most of you have. If you haven't, join the group. Even if you don't have anybody in there, because I know your story will reach someone. We have a good 100 people in there. Of course, probably 30% or 40% are coaches, but get in there and share your story, because you never know who you might inspire. So, all right. Thank y'all again, and love y'all.
Bye.